Let's do this!
Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, Jacob's turn.
Yep. Okay. I think I should maybe try and fill in a different stat.
Or you can just go all in one stat. Jacob?
I don't know how this game works, but I feel like I should do more than one stat.
Yeah.
Read it, sweetie.
That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall's a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall! A deep rate answer within the walls and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold, and then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you.
Just, well, not bold as fuck, but, how about this?
Suddenly you smell a distinctive odor of rotten eggs, nail polish remover, and chocolate syrup.
Interesting combo.
This can only mean one thing. You kick open the door of the stall to find... Yo, what's up? Did you come to try my latest batch of toilet wine? My normal tasting group isn't here yet, probably because they're all dead. I've never let that stop me from getting drunk though, so it's really no excuse. You know, I expected my toilet wine to be a lot more popular at the school. I mean, I'm selling wine at a high school. You'd think kids would be lined up around the block. But my only repeat customers are a couple of homeless dudes and Barry the Massachusetts Swamp Monster. And you're here to try it too, right? No. Oh, then you must be here to help me with the marketing. God, those eyes are terrifying. Come on, help me figure out how to make Polly's totally legit toilet wine a success. Oh my god. Now, I can't tell if that's going to be smarts or money.
It might fail, though.
Pouring people's mouths while they're sleeping.
That's probably boldness.
It'd have to be boldness or fun, you'd think. Military's a chemical weapon, that's killing me. But I do want to see what pouring it into people's mouths when they're sleeping causes.
Fun.
Fun.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, it sure is. Once people had a taste of Polly's toilet wine, they'll be craving more. Literally, I put heroin in this wine. Good thing I brought this medical grade funnel for that funnel party last weekend. Let's get pouring. You and Polly spent all night together pouring various liquids into sleeping people's mouths. Various liquids. I swear it was just supposed to be the wine. You sort of forget about the wine and start pouring all kinds of things. It's not much of a marketing campaign after all. But you know what they say, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And pouring things into strangers' mouths, you get +2 fun and +1 creativity. Oh god. Ugh.
The library is currently occupied.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy something.
Ooh.
What do we got to buy?
Oh my god, buy Bob Ross.
The
The
Bob
gift
Ross
that
meme.
I'm giving. I'm gonna get that.
Whoa!
Holy.
It
That
killed all
money.
your stats, but that is a lot of money.
Okay. Jeepers.
Sure.
The best prize is sharing it.
I'm gonna go to class. I don't know why, but I'm. That day, that day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. You hang out afterwards to impress Liam with your sweet Instagram filters. You really, you're really making some headway.
Greetings,
when,
my
when?
love.
The fuck?
A fancy man.
Never fear, bored teen. I am here to rescue you from this drudgery of high school.
I suppose your heart's at the right place, but I'm afraid there's no experience novel enough to conquer my limitless ennui?
I don't know what that means.
Not even marrying an interdimensional prince?
No, not even that.
What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically.
My God, it's so disruptive. It may be the most disrupting thing ever.
No, it seems the prince has bewitched Liam with his idiotic proposal. All is lost unless you can think of something that can be even more disruptive to marry. A unicorn with a toilet on its head. The concept of marriage itself. That'd be hilarious just to see a picture of that. But I'm gonna go with the concept of marriage itself because that's gotta get some brown points. Hey, but you can't marriage.
Maybe you can't, but that's only because you do not possess the soul of a poet.
So authentic.
Don't you see the brilliance of this scheme?
No.
Marriage is monogamous. If I marry marriage, then no one else can marry. It's the most disruptive marriage of all. So long, posers. I'm off to deflower a precious social construct.
Okay, this was surely put a stop to the prince's practice of proposing marriage to random high schoolers. As soon as Liam figures out how to actually marry an abstract concept. Meanwhile, you gain 2 creativity and 1 smarts.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, I've got the Gym, the Auditorium, and the Outdoors.
I mean, me and Emily have gone to the rave before. Might as well
I'll
make it
go
third.
to the rave now. My fun needs life. It is in trouble.
And he's dabbing.
That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're casually chatting with Juan, the small magical Latino cat. You start telling him about that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King.
What's the penguin mask?
Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all the laughter and turns it into +2 fun.
Nice.
You notice Vera and Miranda at the edge of the rave with their arms crossed. You dance over to try to find out what's up.
He's just dabbing all the way there.
He did start off with only 2 fun at the start of this. It makes sense.
Indeed. I truly want to be excited about this uproarious event, but I'll say what we're both thinking. This rave looks like a techno trash fire. I do not wish to be crude, but it is true. I want to hang out and have a good time, but I cannot relax in this chaotic environment. I've put some thought into this, and I think that the problem is a lack of color coordination. It almost always is. That's why my father painted everyone in the kingdom aquamarine. But we have no legal authority at this rave. How will we ever coordinate their colors? That's where I'm stuck right now, frankly. If only there were some way. Filter everyone through this dangerous magic prism, or color-seeking German shepherds.
Yeah.
This is a tough one.
I just had the image of you holding back 9 German shepherds and they're holding a giant piece of paper that's purple, and they go, find this color, and they're just going, their heads going tilted side to side because they're fucking colorblind.
I love the idea of the shepherds just tearing through this party.
I'm gonna try this one since I'm not that bold, and I think the German shepherds would be a bold thing, but let's find out.
Smart.
Fine. Yes. You pull out the prism of color separation that you crafted in your AP Attack Fashion class. You toss it into the center of the dance, and it lights up like an extremely deadly disco ball. Look, it's sucking in students and spitting them out in lines according to the color of their outfits. Why are they screaming? Does it mean it's working? Yes, that's what that means. The prism destroys several students because it can't determine the primary color of their outfits, but that's what they get for not matching. Getting +2 charm and 1 smart.
Trade places. Challenge?
Challenge.
Hell yeah. Everyone choose an occupation. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Tax attorney.
Librarian.
Politician.
Masturbation booth cleaner.
Ew.
Play orders decide based on how funny a TV show of America's Next Select Occupation would be.
Jacob wins this
Jacob
round.
won that one. So we had librarian, politician, and tax attorney.
None of those are funny.
No.
Maybe politician?
Politician, yeah.
Politician
sort
would
of
be good, because if you think about it, how often is, like, you know, these nude scandals or them banging frickin' underage girls and all that come out? Now imagine them all in, like, a Big Brother scenario with that shit going on.
Yeah.
Just like your challenge this week is to bang your secretary without it being without it reaching the press.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Andrew's one.
Okay, so
And it's
librarian and
Tax
attorney.
attorney.
God, they are both so boring.
Yeah, they are.
Maybe if it's spiced up in the way of a gladiator contests.
No, I actually think the tax attorney should be up the next one, just because I'd love to see, like, you know, tax attorney versus Apple. Like, you know, your mission this week is to bring in.
I had the mental image of, like, you know, the America's Next Librarian. I'm like an obstacle course race for, like, librarians. It's like the first obstacle is tell off the kids who are being too loud. Next one is to file all these in alphabetical order. But
Get the perverts off the computers.
I'd watch that.
yeah, I'm going with Emily's one.
Yeah.
There we go. Week 2, noon.
Let's do this!
Oh man. Who's first? Jacob. Of course you go for the ghost.
Yeah. She's always hilarious. You find Vera and Polly at the table, deep in conversation. Alright, business idea. People pay a monthly subscription to prevent me from drugging their food. Business idea. People pay me a monthly subscription to put drugs in their food. Business idea. Price out the cafeteria's current food supply by selling plastic food. Business idea. Nibbles.
She sounds like the perfect
I'd buy
one for you,
that.
Jacob.
Yeah, I love her a little bit. Just, yeah. Just nipples. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Business idea. Use clever marketing and food science to create the perfect new diet craze and sell it for an insane profit. That's actually a really good idea. Better than nipples? Yes, we just need to figure out what our new diet product will be.
Meth!
It's what's for lunch. What kind of cafeteria is this?
It's all up to you, Jacob.
Fuck it.
Break it out loud, man.
Oh yeah, you know, I was just complaining the other day that I made way more meth than I can ever do myself. The profit margin will be incredible. The problem is the name. Meth has a really terrible reputation. You need to rebrand. You mean come up with a new name? Like Skinny Fun Powder? Or probably not meth?
I like probably not meth.
I can't believe
Yes.
it's not meth.
Except not either of those. Oh, I know. I've got the perfect name. Don't say. Nipples. kill me. But it turns out nipples is the perfect name for a drug you want to sell to high school students. Polly makes a killing, and a drug dealing turns to a very romantic bonding experience for the two of you.
Hey.
All right.
Oh god, my face hurts. Alright.
Damn it.
You got to talk to him last time.
Liam's mine, damn it!
He's cock blocking like a champion.
You notice Liam looking disgruntled, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Miranda is pretty upset too. Better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you in some way? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 8.5 on the Frowny Liam scale. The what? The Frowny Liam scale. Normally I can tell how people are feeling from their faces. But you seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and displays a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature cream brulee be extra crispy so it's truly popped with my hashtag mascara Instagram massacre Instagram filter. Instead, they burnt it to a crisp, rendering it unphotographable. Monsters deserve to know that what they're getting into if they choose to eat at the cafeteria, so they can choose to take their business to a different establishment. And so I'm writing a scathing Yelp review. Liam, you can't do that. If they shut the cafeteria down, the school kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have unlimited stores of gold. I was shocked when I first found out.
He's a gigantic hipster.
Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of boop. Your royal sophistication shines through. Look, ask Brightops. His taste may tend towards the mainstream, but surely he can see the suburb cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. Brightops is surely more compassionate than that and would gladly help me save the cafeteria. Again. Again? Gosh, it's hard to keep track of your misadventures at this shit show of a school. Still, you'll help if you can. Miranda can't undermine Liam's admittedly talented criticism alone. This will take an army of homeless people we pay to write positive Yelp reviews of the cafeteria until we eclipse Liam's. Liam, one lone voice simply cannot shut down this cafeteria. At least not the voice of a high schooler. Let's get a renowned food critic to write a pizza-worthy expose of this public to be published in the most widely read periodicals, whatever.
Yes.
Why, of
Also, before
course.
it was expose.
Why, of course. This plan involves two of my most favorite strategies: gathering an army and outsourcing work to the disenfranchised. If it involved torture and suppression of dissidents, it would hit all my favorites, but there still might be time for that later. I don't even have a response to this. You go to the vast homeless population who wander the woods near the school. Don't ask. And convince them the cafeteria is a trendy new restaurant that sells food for the most valuable currency of all. Positive Yelp reviews. Turns out people are pretty gullible when they're starving, so they flock to the cafeteria in droves and start writing spectacular reviews on their phones. Because now homeless people have phones of their own. It seems they kept all the unwanted blackberries. Remember blackberries? Miranda Vanderbilt, says Principal Giant Spider, bursting into the cafeteria with eight-legged panache. Stop bringing droves of homeless people into our cafeteria. But Principal Giant Spider, it was absolutely vital to the vitality of the school. You said that the last 5 times. You can't solve all your problems by manipulating homeless people.
Watch me.
Notorious Principal Giant Spider storms out, but Miranda looks perfectly chipper. Oh, he may pretend to be upset, but I think the subtext was pretty clear. Thank you, Miranda and Bright Ups, for saving the entire school like the beautiful heroes you are. That's 100% a lie, but Miranda called you a beautiful. Ah, it's a win.
Let's go.
I'm gonna sit with interdimensional dude.
Nice.
You're just trying to enjoy a meal in peace when space untwists itself to reveal the interdimensional prince.
Greetings, my love.
Most glorious hero. Thank the squid star I found you. I've been confounded by the most fiendish riddle. A riddle that has vexed me for days, nay weeks. The riddle of how to change the ringtone on my new smartphone. This interface is more torturous than my palace labyrinth. For real? You grab the princess's phone, change his ringtone to butts about those by the booty bros. My hero! What seems difficult to me is trivial to you, and you even guessed which ringtone I desired, a true all-time classic from the 6th dimension. There is only one way I can repay you, by bestowing upon you a superpower of your choice. I can do that. I'm the prince of another dimension. I can do all kinds of crazy things you don't know about. All kinds of crazy things besides use his phone, apparently. And he really only gives you 2 superpower options. Telepathy or an ass that won't quit. Look, honestly, this one. Ah, yes, the choice of a true gentle monster. With a wave of his magic wang, Prince used ass boundless work ethic.
Just
By
helicopters.
day, your ass amazes your classmates and creepy teachers. By night, it does your homework for you. All that work makes your buns super tight. You gain +4 charm.
You're
Sure.
back in the positive.
I'm gonna go hang out with my bros. You find Scott, Damien, and Merson in their favorite mobile game, Pokemans Go, based on the classic Pocket Humans. my Reginald Bosworth uses income tax audit. Oh no! My Lindsay Robert never saves receipts. It's super effective. Now for the finishing blow. Wait, what? Reginald contracted lymphoma. Reginald's lymphoma deals 500 physical damage to him and 999 emotional damage to him and his loved ones. Whoa, I win again. Why are all your Pokemon so unhealthy, Damien? Because I make them all smoke cigarettes and live next to a toxic waste dump, obviously. Maybe you should, stop that. Where's the fun in that? Let's have another match. Can someone do a jock voice for this guy? I've
Jacob.
already done my jock voice.
I don't even. How? What are you 2 nerds doing? Nerding around. Nerd up, nerds. Whoa, Scott, is that you? We didn't recognize you under all that nerdery. What are you doing? Playing a dumb video game for stupid babies?
But Pokemon's isn't dumb. It's cool because no way is Scott gonna give up with anything. But if you do, maybe you can score some points with Scott or Damien. Show them that a phone equipped with Pokemon's Go can also be used as a football. Say nothing, pelt them with steamed vegetables. I like both these ideas. I'm gonna go with. I can't go random. I'm gonna go with the football.
No way! I didn't know that was a feature on Pokemon's Go. It's not, but he is just gonna grab someone's phone and you snatch Damien's phone, heft it with one hand, and fling it across the cafeteria. Hey, my phone! What the dick was that for? Yeah, someone threw something. I'll get it.
He's a good boy.
Whoa, bro! Check out the perfect spiral on that throw. That technique right there. Now, all install Pokemon on our phones right now, and then throw our phones at each other.
The Wolfpack bound off to play full contact phone tag. Scott soon returns with Damien's phone in his mouth. Damien's phone is pretty much destroyed, but Scott is so happy to be playing fetch with you.
That's adorable.
Challenges!
Everybody chooses something bad. Oh god. Syphilis.
Syphilis.
Damn it!
Trump. Actually, wait. Who's the current Prime Minister of Australia?
I don't fucking know.
Scott Morrison.
Huh? Pardon?
Scott Morrison.
Scott Morrison.
I'm gonna change mine. You can have syphilis. I'm gonna go with Holocaust.
Regurgitated orangutan semen.
Whoa!
Ew.
Alright.
Why are you so disgusting?
Player order is decided based on how interesting it would be if the selected thing was a key component of the super villain's plan in a movie. I mean, mine wouldn't be interesting.
I'm pretty sure Jacob's won this one. Again.
Yeah, how would it involve that? So I think I win.
I would go syphilis next.
I don't know, Scott Morrison would...
Now he's
Actually,
a world
Scott-
leader. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Scott Morrison
Yes,
would be the
please.
supervillain.
That's fair. That would be the plot twist. Just, I was the key to the plan because I am the...
Yeah, I'm gonna pick syphilis, just for that, because I want to know how he's like the evil plan involves syphilis. So we've either got a Holocaust or Scott Morrison.
I will admit though, but Scott Morrison, he is a world... Yeah.
Dark movie.
Yeah. I'm just saying that with Scott Morrison, it's not the... So, yes, he's a world leader, but he's Australian Prime Minister. He's going to be gone in 3 months.
The supervillain plan is for him to stay in power.
If we can drag this out, Australia will collapse.
Oh my god! It's a movie about a supervillain's plan to become the Prime Minister of Australia. Yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I've lost again. Meow. Okay, week 2 evening.
Let's do this!
Jacob's always first, that bastard.
It's because he's disgusting.
Yeah. What was it? Regurgitated orangutan semen?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to me how that would be in the supervillain's plan.
It was swallowed by somebody with a virus that mutates the semen, and then it had to be regurgitated to have the enzymes in the stomach acid activate the gene in it, and then he scooped it up and injected it into some egg, and then it grew a gross monster.
I just had an image
I
of
guess.
I just had the image of the puking scene from Scary Movie 2. Just blah, blah, blah.
That day you spend some time on the library's PCs playing some good old online poker. Gamma seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money.
Nice.
I probably should have just doubled down on one of my other skills now, but oh well. Oh my god, did you just hear?
Oh
They
my
finally
God.
invented a tattoo gun that works on ghosts. I'm totally gonna get one as soon as school lets out. Oh shit, we should definitely get matching tattoos. You wanna? Fuck yeah, I do. Of course you do. What are you, responsible? The important question is, what kind of tattoo did you want to get? The entire text is a Necronomicon. You be the first half, and I'll be the second half. Knuckle tats. You get party your pa, and she'll get tapariti. Put your knuckles together, and you know what that smells.
Party, party, party.
I mean, yeah. Sex.
Yeah, that's
she
what
just-
that spells.
She just yells
You
that
look
in the
blankly
library.
at Polly. What? That's what it spells, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Whenever I see a group of letters, I always assume it spells either sex or LSD. And the knuckle tattoo is obviously longer than 3 letters. So sex it is. You start to explain that sex is the same length as LSD, but Polly presses a finger to your lips. Shh, my little dumplet. If you play your cards right, I'll show you just how long sex can really be.
Oh god!
Ooh! I think I won. It does show you. It turns out it can be as long as you want. If you just keep adding X to the end, you gain +2 fun, 1 creativity.
Let's go.
Oh boy!
Which one does creativity? Is it the auditorium? I feel like I should get off
Yeah.
of a minus.
Yeah, it's the auditorium. All you've got going for you is smarts and a shit ton of money.
Yo.
I might just keep going with smarts, to be honest.
That expression.
Oh, I forgot. You thought high school was about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise. You gain +1 valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And +2 smarts. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting.
She's pissed.
Poisons flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire, and it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Or snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire.
I'm pretty sure that second one will go towards towards her liking you.
Yeah, plus also that seems like a smarts and money kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Which are the only 2 things I have going for me at the moment.
Yo.
Fair enough.
Great.
Why, of course, I'd forgotten how testy snakes can become without gainful employment. It's all in the best-selling book, Snakes in Suits. But come to think of it, my snakes already do have jobs. They're just not doing them. Bob, where is the report on Portugal? Are they at war yet? Hissy, have you poisoned the school's water supply like I asked? No, then how am I supposed to sell water to Miranda's family? You think it's easy selling water to mermaids? Hissy and Bob pull out their cell phones and start making calls. With what hands? They're snakes. How do they work a cell phone? You don't know which impresses you more, Vera's managerial skills or the fact that her snakes can use cell phones without thumbs. Either way, you gain +2 creativity and 1 smart.
Hey, you're positive in creativity
Alright.
now.
Yay!
Yay. Let's see. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna double. Might as well just creativity. Screw it. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you can't help but feel that you're not as good as the role requires you to be. There doesn't seem to be any ordinary way of getting yourself there, but there might be an extraordinary way. You summon the devil, one of many, and make a deal to enhance your creativity just a bit. You gain 2 creativity. You also lose 3 years of your life as your end of the deal, but who cares? They weren't happening in game anyway. Miranda, oblivious to everything that's happened, approaches you, weeping.
Disgraceful.
Have you seen the news? The most dreadful thing has happened. The Lyrian monarchy has been overthrown. King Kraken no longer sits upon the throne of gold and baby skulls. Those filthy revolutionaries are saying he stole their daughters and ate their sons and forced everyone to work for free in the uranium mine. So he made a few shrewd financial decisions. That's no reason to depose him.
Financial decisions.
If some innocent kidnapping and slave labor was enough to get the peasants in an uproar, I shudder to think of my own kingdom. Do you think my people might resent being forced to hold up the corner of the palace where the foundation is crumbling? Do you think the 100% income tax and the random cannonballs we fire into the villages might be taken as something other than expressions of goodwill? Could this plague of civil unrest infect my own domain? Oh, perish the thought! I am inconsolable. Console me. How might I safeguard my kingdom against the fate of good King Kraken? Duh, replace all your subjects with mindless robots. I built a robot army a few months ago and I still have the plans. Or give all your subjects belly rubs. Fishes love belly rubs. See, this sounds like smart, but I'm not actually sure what the hell this would be.
Boldness,
Could be
maybe?
fun. Could be
be
creativity.
I think the belly rubs would be either boldness or fun.
You know what? Screw it. Let's screw it. I want to say
Charming.
it's charm. No, they don't. Fish hate belly rubs. Which is what makes this the perfect plan. I'll have my royal henchmen spread through the kingdom, rubbing every belly in sight. A fish's belly houses the most delicate sensory organs. They'll be overcome with pain and terror, which will remind them of what unites them all. The ability to be murdered at any time by me.
I love her face.
I would never have hit upon this idea without your clever advice. You truly are wise. What I'm saying is that whatever atrocities I now commit are your responsibility. Whatever. Fish piss you off anyways. You drown your guilt in whiskey and gain 2 boldness and +1 fun.
Sure.
Okay. So whether the outdoors, the gym, or bathroom. I'm gonna go with the gym. Another dodgeball match! The match is so intense and both teams are so into it, you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and get 2 charm from the other team leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Yeah, bitch. With that out of the way, you hurry away to your secret meeting with Miranda.
Oh, how majestic.
Well done, co-conspirator. Operation Make Liam Popular Again is a rousing success. And for the record, I did discover that Liam was popular for a 3-month period in the early 16th century, so the name fits. All that remains is for us to wait for prom and celebrate your deception! I knew it was too good to be true. My idiosyncrasies?
Yeah, that's right.
My idiosyncrasies are remarkable, but they aren't marketable. This is all a cruel joke, wasn't it? A bet between 2 popular kids that they could make an outcast loser into prom king. Well, guess what? The circus is over. This clown is climbing into his tiny car and going home. Along with like 12 other tiny clowns, if the metaphor holds. Which it doesn't. It was a bad metaphor. Goodbye.
No, Liam. I wasn't trying to be mean. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I don't have any bones in my body. You might check that affirmation later. Hey, she'll have one. Oh, fish sticks. If we don't do something to fix this, all our hard work and subterfuge will be for naught. But how can we make amends? Surely not with some sort of overwrought romantic gesture defying all logic. You tell Miranda not to worry. You've seen plenty of teen rom-coms. Oh god. You know how this part goes. Oh fuck. You need a grand romantic gesture. Race to the airport to confess your feelings before Liam boards his plane. Pay me.
Well, I'm guessing the bottom one would be money, but I feel like the top one would be charm?
I'm going for it. I'm going
It
for the
could be
top one.
boldness.
If it's charm, I'll get it. If it's boldness, it's a risk. Charm! Yes! Wait, how did you know Liam was about to board a plane? Are you stalking him? If you are, that's fine. Isn't that what all romantic comedies ever have taught us to do? Yeah, Twilight. Anyway, you find Liam in the international terminal at the spooky airport, waiting to board. You pass through the airport security by telling them you're there for a romantic gesture. Because airport security might say no to terrorism, but they can't say no to love. You're too late! I'm going to Belarus, where my calculations have revealed that nobody likes me and I can go back to being unpopular. You grasp Liam's cold, dead hand in yours, and with perfect sincerity tell him what he really means to you. Nothing. Don't you see? You say, looking deep into his eyes, you don't need to flee to Belarus to be unpopular, because you will always be unpopular in my heart, which is, coincidentally, about the same shape as Belarus. I don't know what to say. Mainly because I don't know what you're talking about. But if I don't understand it, then that must mean it's art. You say art to me. Oh, how could I ever dream of leaving you behind? All right. If it makes you happy, I'll return to Spooky High School and don that heavy prom crown. But only because I know that no matter how popular I get, there will always be one person who thinks I'm only so-so. The people in the airport line clap and cheer, clearly not understanding anything you two just said to each other. Liam accompanies you back to the school and you gain +2 creativity and +1 smarts. Also, you should visit a hospital since your heart, being shaped like Belarus, can't mean anything good health-wise. Hell yeah!
It draws near.
Jacob, who are you asking to prom?
It's
Polly.
Polly time.
Yep.
Do it! Emily?
Emily.
It'll have to be Vera.
Hey, you.
Andrew?
I'm gonna get... I don't have high hopes, but I'll give it a shot, because...
You know exactly who I'm gonna go with.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, boy!
Let's go.
Emily!
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to the prom with you? Sorry, I'm focusing on my career.
Ugh.
My career in not dating losers like
Oh!
Ooh.
you. Ouch!
You would think you're...
Bye, loser.
You would think you're ridiculous piles of...
Pathetic.
You couldn't get a date for monster prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights, alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD, because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of
All right.
Ouch!
I'm amazing she turned you down despite your ridiculous amounts of cash.
Yeah.
We finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. What? I'm sorry to tell you this, my friend, but I think your princess is in another castle.
Ugh, disgusting.
The shame of your constant failures was so great that you secluded yourself in your room for years and officially started dating your own pillow. Waifu life forever.
Oh god, I was gonna say I'm gonna lose this one because Az got a perfect run. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Yes.
Yeah!
Jacob!
It'll be epic, boo. Shit will get pretty wild pretty soon. Only one thing, if I were you, I'd get some good life insurance, just in case.
Woo! Party time.
Woo! You ate some good old... I have no idea what that is. A house scare? cupcakes
Yeah.
to make sure the date would be as crazy as possible. Then you spent all night dancing at prom. Or that was what you thought you did. In reality, you're in the middle of the desert, dancing with 3 wizard hobos, a guy in a stuffed animal costume, and the incarnation of an ancient god. Still, best night ever.
Sure.
How
Here we go.
ironic.
Who could have seen this? Liam and Francois, prom royalty. We did. It was all our plan. We fought for love and love won. Liam is popular again. Huzzah! Anyway, after all these years spent avoiding cliches, this doesn't feel as bad as I imagined.
So authentic.
Maybe doing a 180 turn from cliches is good, but embracing cliches is like making a 360 turn from them. So disruptive. At that moment, Miranda becomes distracted by some other wacky plan and leaves you with Liam mumbling to herself. Such a lovable dork. Prom night arrives and the two of you decide to embrace all cliches from slow dancing to actually having
Prom
fun.
king?
After the coronation,
ironic.
Liam admits he's having a great time, which is causing him to reflect on all the cliches he avoided all these years, which he could now embrace. Then he puts his hands over yours and say, you know what the biggest cliche I've been avoiding is? Love. And I don't even care how cheesy that sounded. Boy, that was cheesy. But you know what? You don't care either. Oh! Yeah, boy. Most likely to buy Saturn.
You can afford it. Miranda's quote: "This is a pleasant school, if only a bit overwater for my tastes."
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened. I'm just going to read it. And you know what? As it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life. And then it was gone. Just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then. But there were lots of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young, unafraid, and we were ready to start. So that was fun.